Hey, how are you? So this is a bit of a different video for tonight. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm just gonna pull up the phone, make sure I can see some comments. If there's comments, if not, no big deal. Probably better if there's no comments, but we'll see. It's just been a weird day. Oh hey Evelyn. Is this live for real? Hey. Oh, there is people watching. I'm surprised. I'm a few minutes late because my spouse and I decided a bit of a late night ice cream because sometimes ice cream is needed to deal with a day that it wasn't a bad day. It was just too many little things bugging me. Anyway, we'll get to that. So, what I do want to show you in a positive way is our make and takes for today, which really wasn't make and takes. Nobody was making. It was more taking. So it was take day. And yes, I was playing with the fluffy squirrel at some point. So I'm going to show you the cards because I think they were pretty nice. And because I made up a few of them and I sold a few of them, which is good. So let me see. All right. So these were the new kit fall for Toile. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Toile. I don't know. My words are off. So super pretty. Now, the weird thing is I'm actually missing one of the pieces, but that's okay. So look at that. Thinking of you. We got the fox and the pumpkins. Nice fall scene. That's my favorite one. And then we got thankful. A nice thankful card. I love this one too. Yeah, I cut the card bases because I wanted to stretch the materials in case there's going to be make and takes. But people were loving these. And then this one was wishing you the happiest of days. So really nice cards. I also had for the make and takes the older last year's paper pumpkin kit, which one of the cards at the end got sold. So there was these as well as available. And those sold pretty good too for a couple here and there. So that was cool. But I wanted to show you the new kit. Now, I'm not crafting with these much because I already used up a good chunk of the materials. But anyways. So that's one of the good things. I just want to come on and just be more real tonight. Talk a little bit about today's weird. And this is my way of dealing with emotions. And I feel if I don't talk about it, it's just stuck with inside me. And I'm like, I gotta get this out because it's bugging me. Anyways, so as you can see, guys, I got my new glasses. So here's my new, now I can't see a thing, so I got new glasses. I got these yesterday, so super new. I know they're big. I'm not used to them being so big on my eyes. So my dad shows up today, and I'm chatting with him, and he goes to leave like, hey, I got new glasses on. And he looks at me, he's like, oh, you don't look right. It's like, gee, thanks. So he goes home and tells my mom, sneeze, that my glasses don't fit. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Thanks for the support here. Anyways, but he was good. He brought me some Timbits. So, oh, thanks, Evan. And actually, and I know me being really emotionally wrecked today. I did Google. This is the style. This is how they look. Because you guys can't see more crap on this camera, but because the eyes are further up with the glass coming down, this is the look. Anyway, so he just didn't like them. Whatever. Anyway, no, I really like. I mean, they're really nice, and they do fit weird. I mean, I do admit they do feel a little weird because, for example, I'll just pull it. The way the nose thing. This is a really wide down. I'm used to glasses that were a little less than that, so a little different. And now my sizes are bugging me. One moment. And the doodles are playing upstairs. Good kids. So, alright. I love sinuses. Yeah, they're cool glasses. I just gotta get used to them. And my other glasses, so I ordered 3 pairs. The third pair was ready today, so we zoomed off after my event and picked them up. Like, yay. Anyway, so back to the store. So my dad got me some Timbits. Now, when it comes to me, Honey Dip is the only ones I like. So it's nice of him to give me some Timbits. Box of 20. I've ate most of them. Anyways, so it was good that he usually comes out to most of my events, not all of them. So it was really good that he came out. My mom, she never comes out. Never ever. I know I'm talking while I'm eating, sorry. Anyway, give me a moment. So, the event itself, I would do it again. Even though I got reservations, I don't know if the worst reservations is right, but I do have a bit of negative feelings about it. But no, it is a decent event. The people who organized it are really good. They had 30 vendors. We were in the church hall, so there's the upper and the lower. I was in the lower, which is the basement. The downside of being in the basement is you're in a basement. You know, it's not a bad basement. It's not dungy. It's not dirt. It's not dark or anything. Well lit. But the problem with the basement is not a lot of foot traffic. So there's moments like we're all at the vendors looking at each other like we're all looking like this is it. So unfortunately with today overall, not a lot of foot traffic, which does impact the event. This is where I'm being more real tonight. In the past, I don't really say how these events go. I'm like, oh yeah, they're great. Because part of it was in the past, I worked for a company that was trying to find every which way to screw with me. So you know what? Screw you guys. You're no longer in my life anymore. So yes, I can actually talk about stuff that I've kind of really kept quiet at times. Anyways, so sometimes some events just doesn't get the right crowds. It is what it is. There's still a good turnout. I still sold some stuff. I did not make back my table fee, but that's okay. That's something as vendors, we know that those who are experienced enough anyway, know that coming into these events, there's a chance, hey, you're not going to make back your fee. So it's okay. And I've accepted that a couple years ago when I got early on. I learned that lesson. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna make back your fee. Sometimes I do. There's events I certainly do make back my fee and more, even better. Yay! This one, nah, that's okay. But the networking is actually really that's more important than the money. Money's not the biggest thing. It's the networking, meeting new people, reconnecting with people of the past. There were some really great contacts with people that they've seen me before. They're interested in booking a class. They're interested in doing some stuff. Interested in coming to the class. So that was good. Handed out some catalogs. Sold some pieces here and there, and it was just all in all pretty decent. And of course, my prices are super reasonable, so makes more incentive on give me a try. So I did have a conversation with a former demo, and she was like, "Hey, I like what you're doing," and we actually talked more about the company, the rules, and that. She wanted to get a feel for how I do things, so it went really well. We'll see if she gets me in trouble. Anyways. The negative of the day, I know Evelyn already knows this because I shared it earlier, but it's like, I'm just going to share with it anyway, because I find if I don't talk about it, it's just going to eat away at me. So, some guy, I guess he was trying to be nice, but I guess he mislabeled me as a special needs person. I'm like, really? So, conversation and whatever. He comes up to me. Hi, how are you? What do you do? What do you sell? I explain it. Oh, what do you do for your work? And I'm like, oh, my day job is this. I'm like, well, you're asking all this. He introduces himself and his son. His son was looking very bored. I'm like, whatever. Skin color, he is of a different nationality than I am. Exactly what he is, I have no idea. And then he says, like, oh, you should try out for the Special Olympics. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, okay, like, thanks, like, whatever that's supposed to mean. And then he wanders off, and I'm thinking, like, what the heck does that mean? Anyway, so when I came home, talked about it with my spouse and that, and it's like, yeah, it's like, I guess he just misread everything in the way he is, and it's like, well, gee, thanks, dude. It's like, weird. So, but that was only one instance. Otherwise, the community there is really good. Really nice people. And a bit of networking too. Speaking of networking, I may have found an event venue next year that's willing to happy to bring my trip. Because I reconnected with a couple people I've known in the past who I've seen at some of these events. And we had some good conversations. Of course, I bought a few things too. And it's like, So that's the quick summary about today. The good and the bad and the in-between. The in-between is I got invited to a couple of other events. One of them is in November that I'm like, if I do it, it's a two-banger weekend. And I'm like, I did that. So essentially last year, I did only two events last year. I did a Saturday and a Sunday. Saturday's afternoon to night. The Sunday was daytime. And I was exhausted because I just started a new job and I was like beyond burnt. Sure enough, those same two events, a Saturday and a Sunday. I signed up for the Saturday because it's my favorite one because I've been doing it for, three years now, maybe longer. I don't know. And then the Sunday one, if I go, it's my second time, and I'm like, I want to do it. I loved it. I just, oh my god, energy wise, I don't know how I can do it. Because the Sunday one last year, I loved it. The price is reasonable. It's close to home. Problem is, it's the work schedule. Because I'm going to be burnt by Monday. It's like, oh my god. So, I got to deeply think about it. Today was also reflective of realizing how much energy I don't have these days. And I'm sharing this to be honest because I don't know what it is exactly. I gotta do my own homework. I probably gotta talk to the doctor and be like, what the heck is going on? Because I just don't have the energy. Like today, I just didn't have my A game, and that didn't help. And I did the best I could in the situation I was in. I'm still happy with what I did. But yeah, it's been a rough day. And then after that, I just crash. Usually I get a good high after these events, like a good positive, hey, that was awesome. Today, no, like, it just was like, oh, and it's like, what is wrong with me? So, the situations I'm facing, yet to be determined for health and that. But yeah, I have a couple of theories on what it may be. And some of it's off the wall theory. Some of it is, maybe it is that. Maybe it's not even close, but that's okay. But stuff that I'm recognizing, I'm trying to pay attention to what my body's telling me, especially with my sciatica. Tweaked that this morning. Because I get to the event and it stares and turn and I'm like, oh, yeah. So I tweaked my back a little bit this morning. Thankfully, one of the other vendors there today, an author, and he's really big in with that venue, and they're apparently there all the time. He's an author. He's at some location every weekend selling his books. Kudos to him. I want to be a writer. I haven't made myself the time to write. I gotta get back to that somehow, among other things. And he at the end helped me take the stuff out to my truck because I was way at the other end on the other side of a neighboring parking lot, and he was really really awesome, nice guy. It's like, thank you so much for helping me because, hey, nowadays I'm on my own. My helper, picked up and left several months ago, so it's like it is what it is. So otherwise, yeah, ultimately, I'm still happy with how today went. It was good and not so good, and definitely would look into doing it again. It was a learning curve of realizing, okay, I do have some challenges, energy wise. I'll work on that, and yeah. And what was cool was everybody loved the fall cards, and there was one more I had, but I don't have it here. And this new paper pumpkin kit. Also, I had this paper pumpkin kit as a silent auction item. I know a couple people bid on it. Yay! I bid on an item. I got a blanket. It's still in the box. So yeah. Anyways, so tonight was just more of a sharing of how today went. And what's cool is those who are watching, even if you guys are quiet. Like for example, one of my good friends showed up today near the end. I'm so glad she did because it just kind of lightened up my mood a little bit because I was kind of feeling like I'm not having a great day here. Another friend of mine had reached out that she lives in the area. She was going to show up today, but then it just didn't work out for her timing and schedule and life and all that. And I know she's got a couple of kids, so she's pretty busy. But it's nice of her to reach out and say, hey, I just can't make it today. That is awesome. That knowing that people are willing to reach out in their own private ways. And of course, tonight I get like a whole spammer scammer on Color the Kitty page trying to be friends of a business. Good luck with that, kid, on the fake profile. Anyway, there was something else I thought about and I just lost it. Oh, speaking of people who are watching silently, a family member of mine, as I hear about it through my mom, one of my relatives, I'm not going to say which one because I don't know how much they want to get revealed here. I'm noticing they're watching. So hi. Thanks for watching, or however you are watching or absorbing. I don't know if it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know where they're picking me up from, but it's pretty cool. Because they asked my mom today, how's the fair? And it's like, well, what fair? Because there actually is fairs in the area, just not here. It's like, oh, okay. So that's pretty cool that, you know, it's nice to see that things are still moving in momentum. I had a good conversation with, I'm not going to be talking forever, never know. I had a good conversation with essentially the lady that that facilitates her own events, the one that is interested in me bringing the trailer next year. Yes, we had a good conversation, and we had a good conversation of I got real about a couple of things. She asked how the year's been, 'cause I haven't seen her in almost just over a year actually, and because last time I was in contact with her was one of her events last year in the summer, which did not go well. Speaking of events that don't go well, so it heard some feedback from her because she's fairly new, a year into doing facilitating vendor events. So it's nice to hear that she's learned a few things. She's learned, tweaked what's right, fix what's wrong. That learning that more isn't better, and that makes sense. And that's something that even I recognize with doing these nighttime videos, that I might need to think about that a little more to have more quality versus quantity. But I like quantity sometimes. Quantity's fun. And actually, why I do these videos is it brings me back to the craft table at least hopefully once a day to kind of chip away at something. Anyway, that's more of a me thing. But yeah, I had a good conversation with her about, because she asked how the trailer's going. I'm like, well, it's going. Like I said, I haven't really promoted as well this year, and I told her why. Like, hey, I experienced some new changes in my life, job change, other things. Went through a family issue, and then it's like, hey, it was one of these, had to take a bit of a half step back this year with my Stampin' Up! Colored Kitty little business venture here. Where, yes, I still been showing up, still been here, just slightly modified here and there to kind of get by with things. And yeah, we had a good conversation. So, anyways, that's all I got. What's next? So what's next is I still have to unpack. I unpacked just enough to find these cards. That way to show you my fall cards. And I didn't even get a chance to play too much with Fluffy Squirrel, but that's okay. It was not the right crowd for that, but that's totally okay. And that's something, now I'm tangenting back about the Vendors Against them. Because this time I only had one make and take spot. And I realized from last year and that I only need one. I don't need two. So, and I had a lot more pre-made stuff to sell than ever. I had a really good selection of stuff I already made up. There's more I want to make. So I'll be a busy kitty for the next month and a half. Month and a half. Yeah, about a month and a half. More a month and 3/4 until my next event, which is November. I'm most likely not taking on too much more in November, but I'll see. I don't know. I'll see. I'll decide. But yeah, no, I liked my setup. It looked really good. My parents gave me this wooden crate that I was able to use on my table, which worked. My dad was like, "That actually looks really good." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It didn't have to be painted, so it was totally nice." Although I am thinking of doing some sort of decoupage paper thing to it, but I'll think about that. That might be pretty cool, actually. So we'll see. Anyways, I feel like there's more to say. It's not so much of a crafting video. Yeah, so what's next is this Saturday, next weekend, is my card class. So registration's closed. We have full seating. I need to get a move on finalizing the plans for that. I do have some couple drafts made up of project layouts that, okay, I did that before I got ready for this event. Now it's okay. Finalize it, cut the materials, get ready to go for Saturday. And then next month, just already mentioned, is my last card class for the year. It's online because I've decided November, December, take a break. Anyways, that's the thing. At some point, it's fun to go all in, heavy into doing ideas and events and stuff. But at times, it's like, you know what? We need to scale back, take a bit of a pause, recoup, reconfigure some stuff. Yeah. I just noticed my pencil needed to be sharpening. Alrighties. So, with that, I think I'm really going to say goodnight. Because I'm going on way too long here. I'm just going to try to end with, if you have any questions about crafting and stuff, please give me a shout. If you're looking to do an event or interested in just more information, or even about the events I'll be at, please give me a shout. I am Canada. Let me say that. I'm Canadian. My events are in Canada. Even my online, I'm primarily promoting to Canada only because currency and issues. However, I've yet to find out the details, but I am allowed to now sell Stampin' Up! Products to a non-Stampin' Up! Country. How that works, I have no idea. That's going to be messy. Because back when Sipology was starting to do, oh, I can sell to another country. How's that going to work? And they wouldn't even answer my questions, whatever. So, alright, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.